Welcome, welcome, welcome to Midlife Vibes. If you are just tuning in, you might be tuning in to a rebroadcast. Josh is at work and I have kidnapped the live stream. So while he's working, I thought it would be cool to come on and do a little DIY tutorial on how I make my ears. Now, I know that on a live stream, hi Melissa. I know sometimes we're on the live stream and I kind of hijack the live stream talking about crafts, and Josh is talking about like numbers and percentages and construction, and sometimes we want to talk crafts and I hijack the live stream for a little bit. So I thought for those of you that do like to watch some of the crafty things, I would give it a try and try to do a live stream by myself on this channel, making some custom ears. So today I'm going to be making these custom poofy ball ears. How are you, Melissa? What are you doing today other than watching me here on the live stream? So I don't have a mod right now. It's just me and Melissa so far. So I'm going to make these poofy holiday ears. Today I will be making them with fabric. The other ears that I've made them with ribbon, which takes a really long time. I have like a 3/8 ribbon and I wrap it around the whole entire headband, and then I put in this rick rack, I should say. I put in the rick rack just to clean it up and to help it adhere to your head. And so today I'm going to be making them. It's a lot faster with fabric. The whole reason why I use the ribbon and wrap it around the headband, I buy these headbands from Just Hanging Out, wishing I was so creative as you. I don't know how creative I am, but you know what? I try. I really don't ever know what I'm doing until I figure it out in the middle of the process. So I buy these plastic headbands. And the reason why I usually do the ribbon is because I'm usually doing floral wire ears with the lights on it. Hey, Two Real Geeks, how's it going? I kidnapped the live stream. Josh is at work today, and I know a couple of people wanted to see how I make the ears. So I figured he's working, I'm crafting. I'm a little behind the ball. I should have been doing this Friday actually, but I went to Downtown Disney instead because it's fun, and had a couple of drinks with my brother and just walked around. And out of that big gingerbread house that they have at the hotel, there's 25 hidden Mickeys, and my brother and I found 21. We were so wanting to stay there and finish the whole 25, but we had to give up. We're good. You hijacked it from right under him. I did. Hi, Trix. How are you? He's at work, and so I told him, hey, I'm going to hijack the channel, and I'm going to do a DIY live stream. I hope you don't mind, but I know on some of the live streams we talk about crafting and we talk about ears, and then we get caught up and get distracting from Josh from doing what he's doing. So I figured I've been married to him for 23 years. I can take over the channel once in a great while, unless I get a lot of thumbs down, and then I won't do it anymore. So I buy the plastic ears and then I wrap them. Let me get my, with a, I believe it's a 3/8. Yeah, I buy this 3/8 ribbon, this big one. And I usually use this for my flower ears. Oh, good. It's a nice day to just relax and do nothing. It's pretty cold outside. So if you see here, this is the headband that's wrapped with the ribbon, and then I put rickrack on the inside. And I usually do that because we've been loving all your videos that you guys gave being. Oh, thank you so much. Because I'm usually doing floral wire ears, so I like to match the headbands with the ears. So I usually use this 3/8 ribbon, and I wrap it around and glue every 3 wraps so it stays, and I put that rickrack. But because I'm doing these fabric bows and I had some leftover fabric, it's much faster and easier to use fabric on the ears and match the bow. So that's what we're going to be doing today. I have my model here that'll be modeling my ears. So I'm going to put these on her and then show you what I did. So with the, let me say hi. I got 4 people watching, so I want to make sure I say hi to everybody. Thank you, thumbs up. And I won't kidnap the channel to do this stuff very often, but if you guys like these type of videos, I'll do it once in a while when I'm crafting, usually on a Saturday morning. If we're not at Disneyland, I'll do some. There's a couple of things that I want to do, as I want to make some key fobs, and those are like keychains that go around your wrist. And I want to make some cosmetic bags, so some cosmetic bags. So I have a couple of things that I need to do for the holidays, and I might do that here as well on my channel. So hi Kate, how are you? This is going to be a crafting DIY live stream. Josh is at work, so I hijacked the channel to do a DIY on ears. If you're interested in seeing that, stay tuned and watch it. If you're looking for Josh's construction videos and all his stuff, he's working today. But so that's what we're going to be doing today on this channel. Thank you so much. And I normally do all this type of stuff on my channel. I have a channel called Beloved One on YouTube as well. And that's where I do crafting, cooking, and shopping and that kind of stuff. But I know some people on this channel don't know I have that channel. And sometimes I've been asked about my ears, if I could do a DIY on it. So this is the opportunity. If you guys don't mind it once in a great while on a Saturday, I can do more of them. If you don't like it on this channel because you like all the other Disney content, I'm more than happy to do this on my own little channel. Okay, so today, oh, thank you. Yeah, I try to make really easy recipes. So today I'm going to be making these poofy ball ears. Right now is a good time to buy them with the Black Friday and the holiday season. I didn't buy them at that time. I bought them ahead of time. Me and my mom love Disney, and I'm doing lots of DIYs for her Christmas, by the way. I'm only months. Okay, thank you so much. So yeah, I like to do a lot of DIYs. I've never done them on this channel. This will be my first time ever. So I'm gonna be making these puffy ball ears that you can see here with a fabric bow. Hi kiddo, how are you? So when you make your bow, I already have some stuff pre-set up. When you make your bow, you need an 8.5 by 11 piece of fabric. Just here doing some, hey Juan, how are you? Yay, I got a mod in the house. So I don't know if my brother had this or my son had it, but it's an 8.5 by 11 plastic, really hard plastic material. So I use this as my template for my bow. So all you're gonna do is get a big piece of fabric. I'm gonna turn the gimbal down so you can see what I'm using, okay? All right, I'm doing it up. Hi, Ricky, how's it going? Nice to see you here. So I'm gonna turn this gimbal down so you guys can see what I'm doing. So I have this cutting mat that I use for my sewing projects. I have this ruler. It's a cleared hard plastic. So what you do is you get the 8.5 by 11. I just get my fabric. I put my fabric down. I'll use this for, let's say, I'll use this. So I put my fabric down. Let's say it's a big piece. I use my 8.5 by 11. This little thing is handy if you guys don't sew or do sew. It has a guard. Always keep the guard on. And I put the fabric and I just cut along, turn my mat around, cut along 8.5 by 11. What you do is you fold. I'm not going to do that. I already pre-cut everything. Let's say this is an 8.5 by 11. You're going to fold in lengthwise. If this was an 8.5 by 11, what you would do, you would fold in lengthwise like this. Okay? It doesn't matter if it looks messy there. And then you would fold in this way. When you fold it in this way, you glue it, obviously. You glue the inside like that. You do this. I have one pre-made. This is what it looks like in the front. This is what it looks like in the back. You don't really care if that looks messy because you're not going to see that. Okay? So I have this pre-cut. What I'm going to do now is that I'm going to fold it in half. And this is my philosophy. Glue and go, glue and go, glue and go. I have mine set on low temp right now. I'm going to put it on high. So when you fold it in half. Sorry guys, I'm going to read some comments, but it is a DIY video, so I kind of got to show you how to do it. When are we going to Disneyland? We think possibly on Tuesday. If you guys don't know, the type of, I can't kid out. I really want to be at the park, but I really, really got to make ears. This is like Christmas shopping money. So if I don't get these ears made and sold, I have to do it. I have to do it this weekend. So if you guys don't know, this is Josh's really, really busy time of season for him at work. So my Thanksgiving was amazing. Thank you. This is his really busy time of season at work. So sometimes we don't go to Disney as often because it's super busy. So we try to get there as much as possible. I was in downtown Disney yesterday and didn't do anything. Okay, so let me show you the bow. For those of you that are here for the crafting, this is what the bow looks like. You're going to fold it in half. I glue and go, which means after I fold it in half, I put a drop of glue in there and I press it down. Okay. Then I'm going to fold it this way. I'm going to put a drop of glue. You guys will see it on this and how I did that. Hold it down. Then I fold it. The important thing is when you fold it, you want your ends to be the same. So I'm going to fold it down this way. And I'm going to put some glue in there. Okay. This is a crafter's DIY vlog, so it's going to require me showing how to do the craft. Just so you guys know, if any of you are commenting on there, don't think that I am not going to read your comments. What I will do after I make this bow, I'm going to turn the gimbal up so you can see my face. I'll go over comments and then we'll start crafting again. Okay. So now you see that I'm going to fold it over this way. And I'm going to put a drop of glue in there. There you go. Now I'm going to hold it down. Okay, so this is what it looks like right now. This is the Disney channel, which is Midlife Vibes, my crafting channel. Let me go ahead and turn the gimbal up. This channel is where we do mainly all of our Disney, going to amusement parks, eating, food reviews, which is Midlife Vibes. I have a channel of my own called Beloved One, and it's all one word. And that's where I do crafting, cooking. I've been a little absent for a couple of months just because I've been having fun. Let me come and read some of the comments, okay? Thank you, Juan, for being on here and modding. If I knew how to get Kiddo a wrench, I would, but I don't know how. If Josh is on here, Josh, can you give Kiddo a wrench? Sorry, we didn't even ask you, Kiddo. So we'll be going to Disneyland on Tuesday. Kiddo, as soon as I make some ears, I can. I have to craft all day. I'm lying. I'm sorry. Louis didn't sign the Oogie Boogie plate. Our Thanksgiving was really great. We had just a family here, and it was really calm, peaceful, and actually very enjoyable. Crafting vlog in progress, and chat reading will not be available. Exactly. I'll come up and down with the chats. I try to catch up on them. Kiddo's going to read the chat. Kiddo will answer for me. Okay, let me put this back down so I can finish this bow. Otherwise, we'll never get done with these ears. Okay, so we have one set done. See how if you glue and go, it stays. I put it too far down. If you glue and go, it'll stay. See, so now I'm just going to flip it over. I like to face it towards me. It's easier for me to make sure that the front is even. So Now I'm going to fold this over like this and just shoot a drop of glue in there. For those of you that glue with the little glue guns, I glued with the little glue gun forever. And then I finally got one with the longer nozzle and the big fat glue sticks. It's the best thing I ever did because you don't have to change your glue stick that often. I find it to be much more efficient and time saving. So see how I just folded it over again? I'm gonna pick it up and I'm gonna stick a dab of glue in there like that. And I know it might look a little messy, but you're not really gonna worry about that right now because we're gonna cover that. You don't want it to be super messy, but you're just not gonna stress out about that. So see, here you go. I got it right there. I'm gonna stick a drop of glue in there like that. The only thing when you have it on high temp, you got to be careful because it's high and it burns if you get it on your fingers. I'll turn it down to low temp in a little bit. So you're just going to hold it and then look at how pretty this is going to be. See that? Once you fluff out your bow, it'll look nice. See how that back looks a little ugly? You're not going to worry about that because you're not going to see that. Okay, I'm going to put another little drop of glue right here just to secure it. I don't feel like it had enough glue. Okay, I'm going to read some comments if there's any. Let's see. So how was everybody else's Thanksgiving? I can read some comments and talk for a little bit while I'm waiting for this to cool down. Did everybody have a good Thanksgiving? Did you cook? Is question number 1. And question number 2 is, what's your favorite dish at Thanksgiving? There you go. Look at that cute little bow. And see all this little messiness right here? You're not going to see it. By the time we're done, it's going to look like this. You won't see any mess. So I'm making those Christmas ones, but I do have this buffalo flannel that I'm going to be making more of. Let's see, Trix had a great Thanksgiving. I like the green bean casserole. Is it the one that has the crunchy stuff on top and the mushrooms? I don't think I've ever made that. I'm allergic to gluten, so I don't always eat gluten-free, but I try to watch what I'm eating at Thanksgiving because that can get a little out of control for me. So this is what we're going to use to cover the headband. I'm going to put this back down. Let me see. Did anybody else reply? No. Okay. So I'm putting it back down. So if you can see, this is 15 inches lengthwise, and it is 2 inches wide. So what we're going to do is get a headband. You're going to put a little bit of glue right on the tip of your headband like that. And then you're going to fold over your fabric. Now, there might be an easier way to do this. This is just the way I do it. It works for me. Then you're going to roll your headband tightly. See how I'm pushing on it from the back with my hands? You're going to roll the headband tightly. You're going to pull it not too tight where you're going to pull the glue off of the other end. Put some glue right there. And I know there's probably a more efficient, faster, easier way to do this headband. And that's great, but this is just the way that I do it. Okay. See, now you have your headband started. Now, I usually come back with my scissors that I lost. Hold on. And I'll cut these just a little bit in an angle. I'll cut. Can you see these little flops right here? I kind of cut them off. So I'll cut this at a little angle. Cut these flaps off. Just like that. Okay. I always have a trash can next to my crafting center. So I usually start gluing from the center. And I'm, like I said, I know there's probably an easier way for people. And then I pull this one tightly there. Just like that. See? I'm going to pick this up a little bit. Now, let me know, do you guys, good job, Becky, keep up the good work. I'm going to take my ears when I go to, oh, good, I'm glad. You got to take a picture and tag me in them. Brittany's new page is on. Hi, Brittany, did I miss you? Okay, so I'm going to turn the camera down, and then I'll just do this one half, showing you guys, and then I'll pull the camera up and I'll talk to you guys while I'm crafting, because you don't need to see the whole other half. It's redundant and you guys will get bored, okay? Okay, so now that I have that done, and I do it this way, like I said, I know there's probably an easier way, but because I want to pull it as I go to make sure that it's tight. So that's just the way I do it. Hey, human person, how are you? So then I glue on the inside like this, just where I can see the fabric. I pull it tightly, and then I just press on it. If you have your glue gun on high temp like I do, be careful. So then what I'll do is, can you guys see this? This is just the part where I've pressed down, and see how this is open? I'm gonna now glue here on the open end. And like I said, I know there's probably an easier way, but I like to do it this way because I want the headband to be, the fabric to be tight on the band. It looks a little messy. I'll show you that when we're done, but I'm not worried about it, and I'll tell you why. Hi, Andrea. So I'm going to glue a little bit more in there. Pull it tight. Where are you going? Oh, where are you going?
Walmart.
You want to take my car?
Nah.
You take my car.
Probably better.
Okay. And then see, this is the top layer. I'm going to put a little bit of glue there. And I'm going to pull it tight. In my room, you guys excuse me for 1 minute. Talk to each other. Nope, he's leaving. Okay. Okay. So now I'm going to glue in here. Pull on it. If you guys have only know how many times I've burned my fingers. Thank you for all of you guys that are here watching. I appreciate it. I was kind of nervous to do a live stream on this channel. Josh has been telling me that I'm part of the channel, that it's okay, but I always feel weird. Okay. So here's where it gets tricky because it starts getting thinner from the band here. So you want to pull tight, okay? Because I don't like loose bands. So I'm going to put a little bit of glue. It's a lot of glue, huh? And pull very tight so it's snug on the band. I'm going to trim a little bit of this fabric. I don't like it. I'm just going to secure with glue any places that I think are not tight enough. Okay, so now I'm going to glue this in. It's boring work, huh? It's busy work. I swear, some of my fingers are calloused from burning myself with hot glue gun. Okay. Oh, that is way too much glue, you guys. That's what happens when you have your glue gun on high temp. It can really melt the glue a lot and you get a lot of glue. I don't want that much glue on the tip. So I'm going to try to push the glue down and use it for the other part of the fabric. That was a lot of glue, you guys. That was too much glue. I don't like sloppy ears, so you got to get all those little wisps off. And if you just let the glue dry just a tiny bit, it won't run as much and then it won't look as messy. Just so you guys can't tell on the live stream, but my fingers are burning. But you got to do it for the craft. Okay. So this is what your headband's going to look like when it's done. It's going to look like this. Okay, for those of, hi Carlos, how are you? These are going to be $30 including the shipping. Just so you guys know, I ship it priority mail, and that's usually about $7 to ship priority mail because I want to make sure that people get them within 2 to 3 days. And so the shipping cost is $7. So I always just include it in to the package. I'm not trying to have any hidden fees here. So if you'll notice that inside here, it looks a little rough. See that? But you're not going to see it. Once you get this rickrack on there, you won't see that. I got to finish up the other headband. Let me see what's going on here. Let's see. I want one so badly. They came out really cute. I'm not surprised. Disneyland had a pair of furry ears, but they had like a white and it was like a white and gray fabric on there, like a flannel fabric. I wasn't too big of a fan of the flannel, but I was like, you know what? I think I can make my own. And I like the buffalo plaid that Disney has going on right now. So I figured those would look really cute. Buffalo plaid is this stuff right here. So this is actually my pair of ears. I'm going to be making more of those. with that fabric. Oh, you're gonna buy one for your mom. You're so sweet. Bye, Kate. Thank you so much for stopping in and watching me while I do this. I know it gets a little boring, but I figured I would do it for those of you that were interested in seeing. I know that the people that actually asked me to do a DIY vlog are not on, but they can always come back and watch it if they wanted to when they're not busy. Well, if I ship it on Monday, you'll get them by Tuesday or Wednesday, Carlos. If I ship it priority, just let me know. What time is it right now? No, the post office will be closed by the time I'm done doing this, but I can definitely ship it on Monday. And I think San Diego's only 1 or 2 days. So they should be there on time. It shouldn't be a problem. I take PayPal, I take Venmo, I take Zelle, I take Square, you name it, I take it. Let's see. New video today and maybe a live stream. Okay, cool. Very good. Oh, it's 158. Okay, not too bad. This putting the fabric on the ears for me is the part that takes the longest in making ears. I don't find these puffy ears don't really take that long. They're not, it's not that it's easy, but it's faster than doing the flower ears or making the fabric ears yourself. The cost for these ears is mainly because of the puffy balls. They were a little expensive when I bought them. Now, of course, they're probably on Black Friday sale, but I didn't get them during that time. So that's pretty much where the bulk of the cost of these ears is coming from, is from the okay, gotta get this going. I'll talk right now. I just gotta concentrate on the edge of this ear. I don't want it to look ugly, so I need to pay attention. Okay, I'm done. Paid attention. Okay, and then I'll make sure that I get them in. I could probably actually drop them off this afternoon, but definitely on Monday. And then hopefully they should get there by Tuesday or Wednesday. It doesn't take long with priority mail. That's why I like to use it. I don't like doing the snail mail when it comes to my crafts. I'm always afraid that something's going to happen, that they won't get there. So I think I'm the type of consumer that when I order something, I'm really excited to get it. And I track my orders because I want to know when I'm getting them. I'm excited when I buy them. So I'm always excited when they come in the mail. And I know some people aren't as crazy about it, but I figure I like to have my stuff fast. And I don't like if somebody prints the label and then doesn't ship it out, but it says that the label's been made, but it hasn't been scanned and taken to the post office. But you know they made the label, but then like 4 days later they drop it off. That drives me nuts. So I usually try to make my label and get it at the post office the same day. Or if I make the labels at night, I like to get it there by the next day. So that way the consumer, whoever bought their product, knows where it's at and knows when they're going to get it. Okay, so here you go. Here's the headband. Now, it took me a little longer to make this because I had to show you guys on the live stream, but it would have been a little bit faster. Maybe shave down, I'll say shave down 10 or 15 minutes. See? Now, you're not going to see all of this because we're going to put this rickrack in there. See that? So you won't see the inside like that. Okay, let's talk for a little bit before I move on to the bow. Let's talk. I think it should, oh, you know what? Because I'm not on my channel. If you go to the Beloved One PayPal, I mean, the Beloved One Instagram or my YouTube channel, it's there. I think it's PayPal me / Beloved One. It should be, but make sure you go onto the Instagram or the Beloved One channel and you'll see it in the description, but I'm pretty sure it's PayPal me, is it paypalme.com / Beloved One, but go on the channel to make sure. Juan, if you're still here, will you put it up for me? Thank you, Brittany. If you want to start making Disney stuff and selling them, just do it. Start making it. And if you have an Instagram page or a Etsy shop, I do have an Etsy shop. I don't really put anything in there, which is kind of crazy because usually by the time I make a little batch of stuff, I don't craft every single day because I'm kind of, I don't know, I just have a lot going on with Josh. We're always at Disneyland or somewhere. So whenever I have spare time, I craft and then I'll throw them up on my Instagram page and on the Midlife Vibe Instagram page. And they usually sell before I have to put them on Etsy. Now, if I really wanted to be serious, what I would do is be doing a lot more crafting and keeping my Etsy page full. That would be the smartest thing to do. But I just do it when I have time and when I'm in a crafty mood, and then I sell what I have. And so I think that would be your best bet, is just to start making your stuff and start looking at, I always start looking at your product, the quality of your product, and go on to other sites and see the quality of their product. And I think we can be fair critics of our own work and price accordingly. If, like, there was a time that I think I sold my ears for $20, but the quality of my ears aren't where they're at now. I've gotten a lot better. And when I do my floral wire ears, you can't see any of the wires. I figured out a way to do the ribbon and make sure you don't see any of the wires and any of the stuff going on behind the scenes. And also, how much time did you put into your craft? Take that into consideration. So as I've gotten a lot better and I can tell that the quality of my ears have gotten better, then I was able to raise the price a little bit. And also because of packaging. Trix didn't get to see it in her packaging because she won a whole basket, but I used like some white tuck top boxes. Recently, Margarita's bag, you know, where I buy all my stickers from, shameless plug for Margarita's bag. I buy all my stickers and my patches from her. She bought a couple of pairs of ears for me, and she said that the way I've packaged my ears, she's never seen that before. So I try to color coordinate. Like for Halloween ears, I used black colors and with the packaging, and my normal colors I use white tuck top boxes, and my color on the Beloved One channel is like a Tiffany blue, so I match the how I package my product to my channel. Holidays, Christmas, I'll be packaging with red and black or red and green. So I think that's very appealing to people. When they open their package, it looks pretty. It doesn't necessarily cost me more to change the colors. So I try to do that. So I would say look at other, like my sewing is not where a lot of the crafter sewing is at. So when I sell anything that's sewing related, which isn't much, I take that into consideration, and I don't do the prices where the other crafters are because I'm just not there yet. So it might work for people that want a less expensive product. Now the quality is not bad, but maybe my stitching isn't as great as some of the others. Let me read. You know what? There's such an array of Disney product out there. I think what's going to sell well for you is what you do best, honestly. There's a lot of things out there that sell really well, but it's not my deal. It's not what I'm good at. Like, I have a Cricut. I haven't mastered that yet, so I don't sell anything Disney related with my Cricut because it's just not my craft. Now my ears, I do amazingly well making them and selling them because that's what I'm good at. The sewing products, I haven't mastered that yet. But as I get better, maybe they'll sell, maybe they won't. It just depends. Know your market and work on that first, is what I think. I don't know, but I'm not a business major. I never went to college. So I just do it because I have fun crafting and I make a bunch of stuff. And then what am I supposed to do with that afterwards? Sometimes I give stuff away as gifts. And if I have extra, I sell. Brittany says, I have an Etsy account. Can I get in trouble for selling Disney themed things? I don't know. Like I put Disney inspired ears, but nothing that I make is what Disney actually sells. Like I don't make an exact pair of Disney ears. Like I don't make something that they sell at the park. I kind of create my own thing, like these puffy balls with these. This is not something that, this is my own style. So I say inspired. I'm thinking, I don't know. I think if it's exactly theirs, but I know a lot of people do it. So I'm not the best one to ask about that. I have no idea what goes on with the legalities with that. It's not working. Juan just posted it. It should be working. If not, when I get off of the stream, I can send it to you. When I get off of the stream, I'll send it to you. Hi, Jace. How are you? Hey, we got Disney Diva Gem here. Hi. I love you. Yeah, but you know what? I know a lot of people sell Disney themed things, and I think it's okay. I mean, look at Margarita's bag does all these really cute Disney inspired stickers. So I think it's okay if it's inspired. I think if you're trying to label it as Disneyland, then maybe there might be an issue. I don't know. Yeah, a lot of people sell inspired things, I would say. Okay, so now let's get to crafting. We got this made, and then I'll come back up. I'll craft, and then I'll come back up. We'll talk, we'll chit chat, and we'll read comments, and then we'll go back to crafting. Okay, so I have this done. Now, when we're talking puffy ears, the smartest thing to do would be for me to line this with the rickrack. Now, I have all my rickrack pre-cut because I don't want to cut it every single time I have to make a pair of ears. So I pre-cut all of my rickrack. And the smartest thing to do, because I'm working with these puffy ears, would be to line it first, but I'm not going to do that. I know. And let me tell you why. I wrap the inside of the band here, if you can see that. So I like to wrap it, the bow on there, so it doesn't come off, but I don't like the way that looks. I mean, it's not a big deal. It's on your head. You can't see it. So who cares, right? But I just don't like the way it looks. So I lined it after I did everything on this pair. But the problem with that is if you have your glue on high temp, these furry balls are not forgiving. If you get glue on it, you're not going to get the glue off. So you got to be really, really careful. So with that being said, I'm going to do it not the smart way. But I turn my glue on low temp. Here's my little puffy balls. These ones look a little bit smaller to me than these. We'll see right now. Or maybe just because they're smushed in the, oh no, it's just because they're smushed down in the plastic. Now they come with the tag, and they also come with the rubber band in case you want to make keychains or whatever you want to do. I just cut the tag off. I cut the elastic off. Now where the elastic's at, you can feel it indented a little bit. Thank you. And after this, I'm probably going to be hanging up on this stream when I finish this pair of ears. And then I'm probably going to start a live stream on Beloved One, making another set of ears because I have to craft all day. But I know some people on Midlife Vibes were asking about these. So where I cut off the elastic, sorry, I'm at a loss for words. Where I cut off the elastic, I noticed that it has like a better little indentation there because the elastic was already pressed in there. So I smoothed down the hair, if you would like to say, and I'm going to use that where they put the elastic in that little weird spot right here is where I'm going to put the glue. So I've been making ears so long now that I don't really need to measure where I put the puffy ball. I could kind of tell by sight. So I'm going to do it anyways. I'm going to look at my ear and go, that looks about right. So I'm going to put my fingers, see how I have my fingers right here? That's telling me where I want to glue. So let me put the camera down, okay? So if you can see, here's my indentation where that elastic was. And you guys want to make sure that you get the stuff you're using out of the way. This is the glue line right here. There's all these little straggly glues that are going to fly everywhere and make these little wisps. So you don't want it in the line of your crafts. So I'm going to just I had it on low temp, which is bad. I should have had it on high temp. So I just turned it up. Give me one moment. Now it's going to take forever. That's my bad. I know better than that as a crafter. I was too busy talking. You want it on high temp because it'll squeeze out faster and it'll. So I'm going to put it right there. Sorry, I didn't show you that. I'm just going to squeeze it onto the headband like this. And I got glue underneath and I'm burning my finger. So I'm just going to squeeze it onto the headband so that way it'll dry. And then I'm going to come in here without having glue hanging off of the tip and just give it an extra little squirt. I'm going to turn it around this way. I'm going to smooth out this hair and do the same thing there. Because the last thing that I want to happen is to be have somebody at the park and have their ear fall off. So I don't want that on my name. So I'm just going to hold it down, wait till it dries. Then we're going to get this other guy and put it here. Now the bow part is the tricky part, you guys, because these poof balls are so puffy that it's hard to get it nicely on there, but we'll show you how to do that. I'm going to turn it up and talk to you guys. Okay, you guys are talking to each other. Cool. So see, there you go. Puffy ball ear. So now we got to do the same thing. We got to take this. I don't like to pull it. I don't want to tear anything. I'm totally using the wrong pair of scissors. Look at what I'm using. Okay, now here's the puffy ball. Let's smooth all the hair away. Okay. And then you know how when you cut off the little plastic, there's always that little strand that stays? I just push it into the ear. So now we're going to cut the elastic off of here. I'm going to put this down so I can do it right. Okay, we're going to smooth the hair down like we did the last one. Maybe you guys can see it better now. Um, See how there's that little indentation there? Where is it at? Right here. That's where I'm going to put the glue. I did put my glue gun back on high temp because I need that glue to come out a little faster. So I'm like, let me see. That looks about right. It doesn't because of the fur. It makes it look off, but it's not. I feel like these fur balls are bigger than the other ones. Okay. Fur balls. Burnt myself again. Ow. Got to be really careful with the high temp glue, people. Okay, let's read comments. I got 6 of you on. I guess it's a successful live stream. Out for a crafting live stream because it's not a construction or a Disney. You just got to hold it on there to make sure that the little ball stays on. After we hold it on, we're going to go ahead and apply more glue to make sure it stays. I can feel this one a little wonky, so I probably didn't get enough glue in there. The only thing I don't like about this glue gun is once the glue stick starts getting short, it doesn't like grasp the glue. I don't like that. Okay, let's talk. Let's talk. I got a minute. Look at my nails. You know what I like about gel nails is that when you get the glue on them, it comes off and it doesn't really ruin your nails too much. Okay, I'm just waiting for this to dry. See, this one's very secure. This one's a little wonky. I don't want a wonky ear. So I need to move the fur out of the way and get glue in there. Hi, Pirate Princess Red. How are you? So nice to see you on here. Hi, Disney Ann. How are you? Thank you so much. We're making some Disney-inspired ears, us a little fur ball ears here. And I got some glue on the fur, so I need to cut it off because nobody wants ugly fur ball ears. When you put your glue gun on high temp, it'll run, but if you have it on low temp, sometimes the glue doesn't come out and stay wet long enough to do the project that you're trying. Okay, see, the glue balls are now secure. I feel like these fur balls are a little funny looking. So I should have fluffed them. Once you fluff them all up, they look fine. Did you know Aaron Carter, the singer, lives right down the road from me? Wow. Let's see. Now, here's the tricky part, guys. Here. Oh, this one is wonky. I don't like that. Hold on. We need to get this ear front. I don't like wonky ears, and I don't like super messy ears. So I figure I need to make ears the way I want to wear them. So these are the ears that we're making. Pirate Princess Red. We're making these fur ball ears with the Christmas plaid for Christmas.
Oogie boogie.
I'm on a live stream.
Oogie boogie.
It's my son. He just walked in. Got to give him the disclosure. I feel like these fur balls are a lot hairier. And even though I placed them in the same spot, they just look a lot tighter. I don't know what the deal is. So let me, I guess, comb the fur, as you would say. So you got to smooth it so you can see your space. I'm working from this end, so I'm worried about this end here. I don't know, because I don't know what I'm doing. I just figure it out as I go. And I learn by trial and error, trial and error. Okay, so now what I'm going to do, if I lost my little piece of fabric when I was showing you guys. Oh, here it is. So I already pre-cut this, okay? This is, let's measure it out. 6 inches, 6 inches by 2 inch. I'm gonna put the camera down. Let me read some comments first. Disney Tippet Jump's gonna make some ears. Yes, do it. Okay, so this is a 6 by 2 inch. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna fold it over and I'm gonna push down just like that, okay? I'm gonna do some glue, push it down. Some glue. Stop before you get to the edge of your fabric, because when you push down, it's gonna push out the glue. Your hair looks good, buddy.
Your hair looks good, buddy.
My son got a haircut. I love when he cuts his hair because he gets those like really old, what are they? Rockabilly? No, slickbacks or whatever.
Yeah, this
Like a rockabilly haircut. I like, not rockabilly, but just a nice groomed.
No, not your haircut.
And you want, there we go. You have this now. Now, when I put this on, this is my front. Oops, sorry. Let me pull it up a little bit. This is going to be, I'm working with this being the front of my ear, okay? So because this is the front of my ear, when I put this on, see that end is going to be facing the front. That looks ugly, I know, but that's not going to be your end. It's going to be facing the front of the ear. So I'm going to put some glue here, a strip of glue. Now, the reason why I said that you should probably do all this before you get your fur balls on there, because the fur balls are unforgiving. You get glue on the fur and you can't get it off. It's hard. I've done a couple of them, so I'm kind of a little bit more careful now with the way I do them. But if not, you'll have glue all over your fur balls and it'll be ugly, and then you'll be mad at me and say, Becky, why did you tell me to do it this way? So just remember, I told you, if you're starting for the first time, you might want to do some steps first. Okay, so now I have this here. See that? So this is going to be the front of my ear. Now I'm going to get that pretty bow. Remember I said don't worry if it's ugly right here with glue, and don't worry if it's ugly in the back. That's still going to remain the back. So you're going to push the fur. This is the tricky part, guys. When you're working with the fur ball ears, the tricky part is getting the bow to lay nicely and look pretty. Now I did one. This is the one that I did first, where I put the bow first and then the fur ball second. I won't do them that way again, only because it was hard for me to get the fur balls on there centered. And so they were a little kind of wonky. I think it was that pair. Yeah, it was that pair. So I did that first, and then it was hard for me to put the fur balls on there. And I didn't like how difficult it was. So I go ahead and stay with the challenge of trying to get the bow on there, because I had to push the fur balls back more, which didn't give me enough room to adhere it to the bandana right. They're solid. I mean, they're not going to go anywhere, but it was more of a challenge for me than for me to get the bow on there nicely. So that's why I do it this way. Now, if it's easier for you to put the bow on and you won't have a difficult time getting the fur ball on, then by all means, do what works best for you. But for me, it didn't work. So now I'm going to try to get this bow on there pretty. So I'm going to turn it away from you guys because I have to focus on this bow. I'll show you what it's like once I put it onto the bandana, okay? But I really have to pay attention if I want it to be nice. And then we'll fluff up the fur balls. Okay. I think I got it. You just really have to like brush the fur a lot to get it out of your way. Okay, now here goes the challenge that makes me nervous every time. To get this bow on there the way I want it without burning my fingers. Okay, not bad. So here's the bow. I know it looks a little wonky and ugly, but we're gonna fix it. No worries. No worries. And you can see all my little glue strands on there, so. Okay, so see how that looks ugly. Remember we're talking about this looking ugly there? It's not gonna look ugly right now. We're gonna go ahead and get that. Okay, so see, now my bow is stuck on there. So I'm not worried about the bow going anywhere. Now we get this. These fur balls are really furry. What I did on the last ear, there's a little bit of space right there. You see that? I have glue hanging from my nails. See that little tiny bit of space? I'm gonna carefully put a strip of glue on that space. I pull my glue gun away this way so the drip comes onto the ribbon. I'm gonna push that onto the bandana. You see that? Let me get this fur out of the way. See how I pushed it onto the bandana? I'm gonna hold it there. Ow. Okay. I'm gonna let that dry. I don't want to touch back there too much because if there's glue that came out on the side, I don't want to pull that glue off and get it into the fur because then you'll have to cut fur. So let's wait for that to dry and then I'll look at some comments real quick. I hope this isn't too difficult or too crazy. Hi Ronnie, how are you? I'm looking forward to going pin trading with you when you come out. Oh, thank you so much. That's good, Carlos, that you're going to set up the live stream. Hi, Kate, how are you? You're still here. Okay, so now that I can see the glue, which I don't really want to mess with because I don't want it to get it all over the ears and have to cut fur. So I'll let the glue dry. Then I'll do damage control. Okay, so now that I got, and you don't have to do it that way. I'm sure other people don't. It's just me being crazy that I like the way it looks like this. Look, this is what it's going to look like afterwards. To me, that looks nice and clean. I have it pushed against the bandana. I got glue all over my nails. Can you guys see that, or do you need a better angle? I have it pushed against the bandana. Then I push it up against the back of the bow nice and tight. I have glue everywhere. It's so gross. Okay, I'm crafting, so don't look at the glue stuck everywhere. So I push it up against the bandana here. Once it dries, and I don't play with it back there because I don't want that glue to get all over the fur, I'm going to put a little bit of glue coming this way. But when I pull my glue gun away, I'm going to pull it down this way. I'm going to put glue here. But when I pull my glue gun away, I'm going to pull it this way because I don't want it to get all over the fur. Okay, so we'll do that now. So we have the back. You see, we have it glued there. Now I'm going to pull this down ever so gently. You're going to get all this fur away because you don't want to get glue on your fur, because then you're going to have to cut fur. And see, I make a nice little space. Working this way towards me, I'm going to put a line of glue and I pulled away from me. Now I'm going to push the fabric onto the back of the bow. See that? I pushed the fabric onto the back of the bow. I'm going to let that dry. Is this a lot of work, guys? It's a lot of work, huh, to make ears. Then I really want it to dry because I'm going to start pulling on it to form the bow and shape the bow. I will say what I found when I first started making ears and I wasn't really familiar with the glue gun, like how the little hair strand and get on things. Like, I will tell you that glue and satin ribbon are not friends. If you get glue on that satin ribbon, you're not getting it off. That's why when I do these, I have to be very careful. I have a certain way that I glue them on the inside because it's not forgiving. Okay, so this should be dry enough now. This should be dry enough. I'm gonna press the bow down. I want to press the bow down because I don't want it to be weird. So I'm gonna do this. Be very careful, especially if your glue gun is on high temp. I'm gonna move the fur, a little strip of glue here, like that. Now I'm gonna get that fabric and pull it forward. I'm going to hold it like this. I'm going to let that dry a little bit. Hey Lisa, how are you? Nice to see you. Thank you for stopping in. Hey Cope and Mallow, how are you? Thank you for stopping in. It's a little crafting video. Josh is working, so I stole the channel right from underneath him. I don't think he'll mind though. He's pretty supportive. Okay, so now that that's dry, see that ugly part where we were gluing? I said glue and go, glue and go. I know it looks ugly, but you're not going to worry about it. And this is why. So now we're going to put a strip of glue here, just like that. And see how I pull it away and I pull it on to this fabric is because I don't want to get glue everywhere where it's not supposed to be. So I pull it towards the fabric. So now I'm just going to hold that there so it dries. And while I'm holding it, I'm pinching, here, let me see, the back of the bow. Holding it there, going to let it dry. And then I'll show you how we finish this up. It's a lot of work making ears, huh? It really is. But I enjoy it. It gives me something to do while Mr. Midlife Vibes is at work. I think these ones are coming out just a little bit messier than I would like, but I think it's just because I'm doing it on a live stream and trying to show you while I go. Look at me blaming you guys. Oh my God, it's my fault, not yours. But you do have to be really careful with these furry ears. Okay, I think they're dry. Let me read some comments. Okay, so now that this is dry, do you see this here? I don't want to just, I learned from these, there's nothing wrong with it. See that? I didn't like the way that looks. I mean, nobody's really going to care. It's going to be on your head and they're homemade crafts, but I didn't like the way it looked, so I perfected it. So what I'm going to do with this extra fabric right here, you see this? I'm going to fold it over in half. I don't know if I can show you how I'm doing that. See this? I'm going to fold it in half like this and glue it. And I'm going to work away from my ear so I don't get that glue everywhere on the fur. So I'm going to put glue I pulled away, and I am going to fold it in half. So now you see the white part of the fabric is on the inside. So we're going to let that dry. We're going to push it down. Don't get your fingers if you're on high temp because that hurts. So now that we have that folded in where it doesn't look messy, I'm going to, again, working away from the ears. Let me put it down a little bit. Working away from the ears, I'm going to put some glue on that little strip, and I'm going to adhere it to the band like that. It's a lot of work, guys. And then we'll poof up the ears in a minute. You can see all the little glue. It's like rubbing a little puppy. This is fake fur. Okay, I will say, you guys, sometimes I wake up stressed out about projects that I want to do, and I didn't buy enough fur balls. Well, I bought fur balls, but I didn't realize that people were going to like the fur ball ears as much as they did, and I realized, well, maybe I didn't buy enough. So in the middle of the night, I woke up a little stressed out, and I thought I was buying a pack of 12 fur ball ears, and I wasn't paying attention because I was half asleep. It was probably like 2 in the morning, and woke up spazzed out, went on Amazon. And I should know better to shop when I wake up like that because I always make mistakes. And not really. It doesn't really take this long, an hour and 15 minutes to make one pair of ears. I think it's taking longer because I'm talking and trying to show you at the same time. But it can take a minute, but it doesn't take an hour and 15 minutes. It doesn't take me this long. It's just taking me this long because I'm talking to the chat. I almost say chat. I'm talking to the chat and I'm trying to show as I'm doing it. So it is taking a lot longer than I would like. Hi, Rosie. How are you? So now that I got this glued on there, this is the part where I said it doesn't make sense to do it this way. That if you were smarter than me, you would adhere the rickrack before you do this, but I do it this way because I don't like that showing. I did it. I know other people do it this way and nobody cares, but I don't like the way it looks, even though nobody else cares. So I'm going to take my rickrack now, and let me show you what I do. I am hot, you guys. So I usually take my rickrack and I put it here like this, and I see if it's going to be even by the time I put it around. Yeah, now you know why they're like, these ones are not as expensive, but now you know why they're $35 by the time I get done doing it all. And the funny thing about me is that I want them to look perfect, like they weren't handmade. I want them to look like they're mass produced and like flawless. And Josh has to remind me that I'm doing them by hand with a glue gun. So it's going to be a little imperfect because, okay, so I have to pull it a little bit more. Oh, you guys can't even see what I'm doing. A little more this way. So the reason why I said not to do it this way, because if you get it on the fur, it's going to make a mess. So I just put a little tiny drop of glue there where I want the rickrack to hold it in place. And I'm not going to show you this whole process because it's tedious and it takes long. What I do is, let's say I'm working from this end. I'll turn it at an angle. I glue that little dot there just so I know where the center is. I get my glue gun. I run it across the rickrack, maybe 3 streams, 3 little waves. And then I push it down into place just like that. Okay. And then I will do another 3. But so I don't get it all over the fur, I push it down to get the glue off the tip. Just like that. And then I'll keep going. Okay. Oh no, why glue gun? Why? Okay, so the thing I don't like about this glue gun, when it gets low on glue, it doesn't really push out the glue, and so I have to kind of do it manually. There you go. And it looks like that. And then I'll do the other end. And I've done a couple of these, 1, 2, 3, 4 pairs already, 4 or 5 pairs. So I kind of learned the hard way on not getting it on. Ow. Make sure you don't put glue directly on your finger on high temp, because that burns the heck out of you. So let me just finish this while I have you guys here. Sorry guys, I can't talk right now or read because I'm too busy concentrating on this, but I'm just about done with these ears. So as soon as I get this done, I'll look up and talk. Okay, and here we go. There's the inside. Now, if you can see, I have a little bit of glue here, but the glue on the fabric is kind of forgiving. Glue on satin is not forgiving at all. So I'm just going to come in here and I'm going to clean up this glue so you can't see it. I can just pull it up with my nail like this. You see that? I could pull it up with my nail and then just cut it off with the scissors. And you have a nicely lined pair of ears. Here you go. We did it together. Just adjust your bow. Voila. And then we have to, of course, because I pushed it off flat, it looked a little funny. So now we're just gonna push up our little proofs. And then you can't see any mess in the back. You can't see any mess in the front. And you know, if your poof balls aren't poofing up, just get the blow dryer to them. That's all you need to do. It's just because they're in the package, so they're a little wonky. But just get the blow dryer to them. Look for any little glue strands, scragglies, and there you have it. You got a pair of Christmas ears. Let's see. Let's see how they look. What? They look just like the other pair, don't they? Super awesome. See? There you go. You got a pair of Christmas ears. Now, I know it's a lot of work, so like the crafting. Tons of people have great ideas. Tons of people say, I could do that, but they don't have the patience to execute. And if you rush through these things, they're going to look kind of ugly and wonky. So you got to take your time, make them look nice. And here you go. Now this is a cute pair of Disney ears. Look at that. Okay, any questions? Now that I'm done making one pair of ears in an hour and 20 minutes, that was a long time. That was a long, long time. So here's the new pair of ears. I only got, let me see how many of these I got. I have 1, 2, 3, 4 pairs, which 2 are already spoken for. Um, and I think Carlos is buying one pair. Carlos, I don't need to know, or Andrea, I need to know which ears you wanted. Do you want the Christmas bow or did you want the buffalo print bow? So I have 4 pair of these. 3 are already purchased. Guess what, guys? That only leaves me 1 pair. So I have to today make 4 or 5 pairs of these guys. I have to make, maybe I'll wait to see if I get any more orders before I make any of these. And I haven't even gotten to my floral wire ears. I have some amazing, cute little stuff to do some floral wire ears with lights. That's what I'm supposed to do today, is sit here and craft my whole little butt off. So I think because I did this on a live stream on this channel, I think what I will do is go on to my channel in a little bit and do a pair of floral wire ears with the lights. Maybe before I do the stream, I'll get the lights on it and I will get the ribbon on. You know, maybe I'll use fabric. Maybe I'll take the easy way out and use fabric on the headband so I don't take so long, but that's what I'll do. Does anybody have any questions or anything for me? I see Kate said, let's see. I can talk now. Sorry, I could talk now. Let's see. No questions. Thank you. Okay, guys. I guess I'm done making ears. Yeah. I will be signing off and making ears all night long here. I'll probably turn on some music and just make ears. Thank you guys for watching so much. I really appreciate you guys for logging on and watching and staying here for that whole hour. I know it was a long time to make a pair of ears. I appreciate you, and I hope that you guys have a great rest of your Thanksgiving holiday weekend. And I hope that your Thanksgiving with your family was nice and relaxing and enjoyable. Oh, thank you, Cope and Mellow. So thank you guys for everything. I appreciate you. I'll be logging off here. I most likely will be going on Beloved One in maybe half an hour to an hour to make the light up ears. I've got to run to the store, but I'm going to join you when I get home. See everyone soon. Thank you guys so much. Thank you for watching. Josh and I appreciate you. We hope you had a great Thanksgiving with your family. Janine, I'm going to jump on again on Beloved One. I just got done making the puffy ears. What I know, 1 pair is yours, 1 pair is Cargo's, and then the Gary's just bought 1 pair. So that leaves me with 1 pair free. So I have to make more. Hey, what did you do, twinsies? And then I have to make some more of these, but before I do more of those, I think I'll go on my channel and make some floral wire ears. Those are pretty time consuming. Hi, Margarita's back. How are you? Thank you. It's an hour long, an hour of making these ears. I think it was because I had to show the camera, but I thought I had enough pairs. I have 4 pairs made, but 3 pairs are gone. They're sold. So that just leaves me with 1 pair. So I'll have to make more of those. I have to make about 4 or 5 more pairs of these guys. But right now I'm going to go and make some floral wire ears. I might prep the ears. Those take quite a long time, you guys, because you have to wrap the wire around each ear. And when I make my ears, I don't like the wire to show at all of the headband. So I figured out a way to do that. So I'll probably prep those prior to going live because it's just a really long, tedious process of wrapping the ears. It just takes a long time and I don't want to bore you guys with that. So I'm going to be heading out now. Thank you guys for watching. I appreciate you. I'm going to clean my workspace and start making some other ears. Looks like I'll be making ears all weekend. Oh, bye, twins. Um, let's see. Okay, thank you so much, Carla. Let's see. I know I missed you too. I'm gonna be going live on Beloved One doing the floral wire ears. Okay, so that way we'll still catch up. I just thought I'd show these ears because I know I had a couple people asking. So I'll go on the other channel, do some more ears, and we'll stay chit chatting. Thank you everybody for tuning in. Thank you for watching. I was kind of nervous to do a crafting channel on this, a crafting vlog on this channel because this is not what's normally done here, but I do know that a couple people were asking, so I figured what the heck, I'm just gonna do it, see how it goes, and go from there. So, but now I'll be going over to my channel where I feel totally comfortable crafting, because that's what people know that I do on that channel, and nobody minds. No, we don't, it's not fancy. It's because I had my channel, the original channel that I had, I thought I would be doing more me just talking on like topics, inspirational talk, you know, and bringing some inspiration in there. And I think I opened it in 2011 just to save the name, and I never did it. And then when my kids got bigger and older, I was so bored because they were all gone that I did my first one while I was walking, and it kind of just turned into cooking and crafting, which is fine with me. And so that's why I have that channel. And Josh had started, actually the way Midlife Vibe started is he just started taking pictures on Instagram. And after he started taking pictures on Instagram, he got into the editing. He loves editing, and it turned into a slice of Disney. And then we changed the name to Midlife Vibes because we wanted to do a little bit of outside Disney stuff sometimes. And that's how we ended up with two channels. Put the ears up so we can see. This is the buffalo. This is the buffalo plaid. I'm going to be making about 4 or 5 more pairs of these. Thank you, Kate. I'm going to be making about 4 or 5 more pairs of these because this is the only one that I made. And then these 2 are spoken for. Doop, 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 doop. And I made this one before I went live, and this one's gone now. And then I made this one right now. So I have 1 to sell of these and 1 of the buffalo plaid. And so I need to get making more of those, but I want to make some floral wire ears, some whimsical ones, and some traditional Christmas floral wire ears with the lights. So I'm going to switch over from doing these to doing, I should probably just stick to these and do the floral wire tomorrow because I need to prep all of the wires, and those are so time consuming, honestly. But we'll see what I do. I'll be going live on Beloved One in about an hour, hopefully, once I figure out what craft to do. But yeah, so stay tuned because on Beloved Ones, I'll be making some key fobs. I've never made them before. I'm going to try. So thank you guys for watching. I appreciate you guys. Look, Margarita's back. I wonder where I got all these from. Yeah, I got little hairs. Okay, bye guys. Thank you so much for watching. I appreciate you. For those of you that will be online, if you guys want, you can always transfer over to Midlife Vibes in about an hour. God bless. Bye guys. If I can remember how to log off of this thing.